Hello, my name's Kevin. I'm a HT3 at Soda County Garage in District 9. I work construction maintenance. Just got finished up with a construction project, so I went back into maintenance.
My name is Barry Gamp. I'm a transportation manager at Soda County. I've known Kevin for several years because we went to the same school, was in 4-H together.
My name is Brandon Chamhart. I'm a transportation manager 1 in Lawrence County. My sister and Kevin's wife were best friends through high school.
Kevin and Brandon, I said it before, they was like brothers, and that was before all this.
In July of 2010, I went to the doctor. The doctor seen my platelets were elevated. He'd sent me to another doctor to run more tests, and they discovered I had cirrhosis.
Not being familiar with cirrhosis, everyone hears that, and you attribute that to people drinking too much alcohol, which I knew Kevin didn't drink. I remember we were doing some concrete work, and he had said that he had some tests that hadn't came back exactly the way they wanted, and kind of brushed it off at that.
At that time, the doctors in Portsmouth sent me to Ohio State University, where I met with a liver specialist. He monitored me and told me that, probably 10 or 15 years I'd have some trouble. 2 years later, I was in the hospital with some complications from the cirrhosis, and I advanced pretty rapidly.
It was kind of a shock to all of us when we found out.
I know that whole family was pretty torn up at the time.
On January 2014, I was placed on the liver transplant list.
Even when you talked to Kevin, you didn't realize Kevin was as sick as what he was until you seen that he was number 1 on the list. That was our reality check, I guess.
No one understood it enough to know the severity of it.
You just don't know. I thought, well, if I get a liver transplant, hopefully I'll be able to, live. I never thought I'd be able to go to work.
Best I can remember, Brandon is the first one that mentioned, well, let's do some kind of fundraiser.
When we realized that Kevin was going to need a liver transplant, a lot of people in the community came together and said, look, we need to have a fundraiser. So we started, it was called Caring for Kevin. We had inflatables and a poker run, just a lot of things, crafts and different auctions, things that at the high school, just to raise money for Kevin. No one batted an eye. We all jumped in and we all had our jobs to do.
And that ended up being not just ODOT, that was actually 2 communities. Kevin's from Memphis and his wife's from South Webster. So we had it at one school, but both communities were involved. It was a big turnout for him.
We raised, I think it was $13,000 or $14,000, just for him to use how they needed to use it to get by. We all came together as one.
It kind of gives you something to strive for. You kind of, you got a lot of people supporting you, so you think, well, you should be able to, hopefully be able to get through this. Everybody thinks you can, so that was good to have that support system of work and community. January 12, 2015, I got my transplant at Ohio State, and then was fortunate enough to be able to come back February 22nd of 2016 to work. Everything's been doing good, no rejection. I think I come back in the first 3 or 4 weeks I was crack sealing, so he's walking down the road, and that kind of helped you out a little bit, saying that, hey, I can do it.
Once he was able to come back, it was not a very long time, and it was like he had never left, I guess.
Kevin bounced back, like a ball. I mean, he done great. You could instantly see improvements. I seen Kevin when he was healthy before, and then I seen what it done to his body. It took a toll on him, and you could instantly see whenever after his surgery. Now it took some time for healing, but you could see Kevin again.
There are some times when you're pretty low, when you can't work, you just think you're a drag to society, and you're weighing your family down. But then you get somebody will call you or send you a text or say stop by, and it kind of lifts your spirits a little bit.
The bond that we have at work is a close one. I've met so many great people while working at ODOT.
When it's really comes down and needed, we all pull together to do it, whether it's work or helping out a fellow worker. I've been here for 18 years, so I have witnessed that on different occasions.
I didn't know Kevin before ODOT. I knew who he was, but didn't know him personally, and I've got a lifelong friend I'm just glad everything worked out for him. He came back and he's better than ever now.
You're close to death, a couple different times. It really changes your life, the way you look at things. Well, small things mean the most now. Try to cherish every moment. After my transplant, the kids come and visit, and I said, you go to a picnic and there'll be a fly, and I said, you get to aggravate that fly. I said, well, I'm glad to see that fly now.